was the one that Grandpa had the falling out with, that borrowed a lot of money and never paid it back?
It was only your grandpa's fault. He had a beer or two and anything that was in his pocket, and anybody who was there got it all. He just had one of those real giving nature. I don't know whether it was that he wanted to gain people's love and respect, or if it was the only. And I couldn't really say to you exactly about my dad, but the grandma there, the mother, little short German lady, I don't know whether she.
Did you ever know her? Did you know your
No,
grandma?
I did. Yeah. Barbara, that's her name. But my mother knew her slightly before she died. When my mother and my dad married, the mother was in a carriage coming back from daily mass, and she died. The horse just went into the side of the road and waited there for somebody to come. That was really something, wasn't it? How old was Warren when he
passed? 93.
Is that right? How old am I? I was 13 months. 13 months older than your father.
And you never let him forget it, right?
Always sat right there with the ruler. I'm the boss. Whack. Oh no, I wouldn't have gotten by with that. Not very often. It's just the logical end.
It is. It is. And you have no fear. I guess maybe that would be. You no fear of the end, Eunice? Are you afraid?
Really. No, not really.
I always felt that Dad was a little bit afraid.
Well, he didn't lead the best. Oh, excuse me, Warren.
That's funny.
Oh, in his own way, he led the life he could lead, you know. Certainly wasn't all bad.
No.
But he wasn't a saint either,
No,
so you know.
No, he wasn't.
I think if we remember him every day and ask Jesus, Mary, and Joseph to get him to heaven, and he'll be there waiting for us.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Sure he will. I don't know the year that he would have opened that little barber shop. I can't remember the year.
Did you ever go down to the barber shop and visit your dad, or?
Oh, once in a
Poke
while
around
my
in
mother
there?
would run short of money. Yes, and Eunice had to go and ask for money. And because he was, I don't know, he had real bad depression. He was a depressive character.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm telling you that he was. And it was hard to live with him when he was in one of his deep depression. Of course, when he had old Johnny Rye or whatever you call him, it was his medication. Didn't know any better. He was a respectable citizen. He paid all of his debts immediately. He didn't want to owe anybody. And I give him credit for that. Most people liked him.
And your mom sent you to collect money?
Sure, I did the collecting.
Well, how'd that go?
Not too good when he would throw it on the floor and I'd have to go and pick it up.
Oh,
I didn't like that at all.
No.
Not at all. I cried a little bit. But then I thought, well, what the heck? Put your pride in the pocket. He had depressive moods. Oh, they were terrible black. They were really black. It was hard for him, and it was difficult for us to live with it. Believe me, it was.
Must have been.
You had to walk carefully, was not to make any noise.
But your mother handled it as best she could too.
Sure she did. Yes, she did. And she loved him through it all. You know, if you really and truly love a person, you have to accept all the difficulties.
Did he have a bad temper? Your dad?
No. No. His medicine, people don't know what an alcoholic is.
Mm-hmm.
They really and truly don't.
Right.
But it is medicine for some people.
Mm-hmm.
And when that is mentioned, it's scoffed at. But it's the fact, and it's true. And if I could say what I know about it, I would say just be quiet and take care of your own business.
Mm-hmm.
That was an old house. That was one of the first houses on that block.
Is it
When we
still there?
first moved in there, my dad had hunting hounds, and he would take his hounds and go out. It was fairgrounds. And he'd come home with a couple of rabbits. We ate rabbit quite a bit. It was more or less a depressed time. You don't know what that is until you go through it. Yeah, well, my mother became ill so early in her life with that, well, I suppose it was leukemia. I know it was leukemia. And, you know, that cut her short too early.
So then you and Al moved in with Grandpa and Grandma?
Yeah.
Because your mother was sick, or just that's the way you did things?
Well, a little bit of both. But they just told us right outright it was terminal. And there was no cure for it. And it was a little bit hard to live with. But I suppose it was necessary. They might have thought it necessary. And in a way, you tie up the ends of stuff. She enjoyed life. And it would have been nice could she have lived a little longer.
Right.
However, who's to say? Seemed like my biggest memory always is being in the car with her, because
Okay. You spent a lot of time.
in the car, taking her, because she was so ill, so early. Well, God knows best, I guess.
Gerald? Now, how often does he come see you?
Lots of time. He's a little bit obsessed with this house. I guess with me. I don't know. He'll come and spend 2-3 days. He kind of follows me around and keeps looking at me, and I know him well enough. He thinks, you know, that I don't have long hair anymore. Well, to be truthful, I don't. Except that I'm very well.
Right.
Don't have any heart. Don't have any. No problems. Yeah. So.
No blood disorder.
No.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to go. And don't think I'm not thankful. I am. I hope when God comes, or the angel of death, I'm sleeping over there in my nice little cocoon, and the angel will just come and say, "It's time for you to go." And I'll say, "Okay."
I think he'll do that for you.
I think that would be nice.
You deserve it.
Sure,
Right,
sure,
right.
sure.